Hello there. Today I'm chatting about financial literacy tips. These are four things that I just think are a really good idea from a financial literacy perspective. So the first thing is to do your research. And I know that sounds like a simple one, but I think it's just really, really important to understand the products that you're purchasing or your taxes or just understanding your finances in general. So by products, I mean like RSPs, TFSAs, that kind of thing. Warren Buffett, I think, is the one who says that he doesn't ever invest in something that he doesn't understand, which is why he doesn't invest in a lot of tech stocks and stuff like that. Because if he doesn't understand it, he's not willing to put his money there. And I think that's just really good advice. If you don't understand it, then don't get into it. Like, don't buy into it. So do your research. You can look it up on the CRA's website. A lot of times there, I would look at the websites of the governing bodies for what you're looking. So if it's taxes, for example, you could look up CPA. They're going to have good tax information. The CRA is a good resource for that. If you're looking at investing and planning, then maybe look at the CFP websites or CFA websites and just start there. Make sure that what you're looking at is reputable. Don't trust the guy doing the YouTube video with like the white curtain telling you everything is scam, because who knows. Today we're doing financial literacy tips while the dog plays with an antler. Oh, Carlisle. Tip number 2, make sure you're getting all the access to the credits and benefits and stuff that you are eligible for. So that means doing your taxes, but also making sure that you're getting your child Canada Child Benefit, your HST credit, which comes from filing your taxes, and just make sure you're taking advantage of all those things. Keep accurate records is really important. I think even if you're not totally sure how taxes work, or you're not sure if you're getting the most out of your tax return, or your RSPs or whatever you're doing from a financial perspective, I think it's really, really good to keep accurate records. And even if you're just keeping them in a folder because you don't totally know why you would need to keep them or what you might need them for later, that's okay. Just keep them. You can keep them digitally in a lot of cases. I can't think of a single example where you would need a hard copy, like the original copy of your documents. But if you want to keep the hard copy, please do that. And otherwise, I scan everything and then just recycle it. Well, shred it usually. It's sensitive financial information. And the fourth thing is protect yourself. There are so many scams happening right now. I read about one today that's basically, they call and they say, hey, we're from Express Courier, which could be anything. And they say, are you going to be home in the next hour because we have a package for you? And then they show up in the next hour with their package, and they say it's from... Maybe they don't even say who it's from. They just say, we've got this package for you and it's going to cost you such and such for the delivery or something like that. So then you pay by credit card, and then they suddenly have all your credit card information, like with the machine that you tapped to has stolen all your credit card information, and then they're able to create new credit cards. So that's really scary. And it's really important to do your due diligence when something is presented to you. And I think, just always, but mostly when something has been they've come to you, you don't know, you can't, they can't quite explain what it is that they're doing. So in this case, who the package is from or why you need to pay for this. And I think it's also just really important to get a second opinion. That if it seems weird, it's probably weird. I had somebody send me an email. Again, they came to me and said, hey, we run, what was it? We're running a video shoot, or we're shooting a movie in Ottawa or something like that. And we need you to do the accounting for it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And they said, we want, how much would it cost per week? So I gave them an astronomically high number because I wasn't totally sure that I wanted to do this. So I was just like so high, and they're like, great, let's do it. And I was like, that's weird. They're like, we're going to send you a check and we need you to cash this check and then pay out our suppliers. Like, we need you to basically do accounts payable, but not like in the normal way that you would do accounts payable. And so I was like, that's weird. Like, that's really weird. And I said, I want to meet over Zoom. Like, I don't ever start a relationship without talking to someone. And they would not do it. Like, they wouldn't do it. And so I explained this to Ryan, this situation, and he's like, oh yeah, that's a scam that happens in the magic community all the time. Like, oh, or events. Cool. So just be really careful. Like, scams are everywhere right now. I mean, they're kind of always everywhere, but make sure if they come to you that you can verify the company, like do all the research, make sure that you can see the person and you meet with them and you like all the questions are answered, and get a second opinion, like go and talk to somebody. I ended up reporting that to the cops because a friend of mine is a police officer, and so I chatted with him and he reported it for me. But yeah, protect yourself. I think those are 4 really good tips to make sure you do your research, keep accurate records, protect yourself, and make sure you're getting all of the benefits that you are entitled to. I think 3 of those were very similar, actually. Do your research, protect yourself, and keep accurate records. They're all kind of different angles on the same thing. Just look out for yourself. If it feels weird, it's probably weird. Anyway, also ask for a second opinion. I think that's a big one too. Hopefully you could hear me over Carlisle chewing on an antler over here. But I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow.